Welcome to the Unnamed Podcast. I'm Patrick, your host. Today we're here with Celia,
Hello.
and we are talking about video games today. Say, Celia, what are some of your favorite video games?
Well, I really like to play shooter games and I like to play games that have a lot of action and I like to play story games. But one of my most favorite story games is called Detroit Become Human because it's a story game where there's three characters and each character has like their own story, but in the end all the stories link up into one big issue. And each choice that you make with each character's story will impact the whole entire story. So that's why I think it's a really cool game. But then as far as shooter games, I like to play um I've been playing a lot of Valorant recently, so I guess Valorant.
I too like story games and shooter games. Valorant, I haven't really played much. I
You
used to
have
play.
to
I
you
used to
have to tell
play.
someone.
I used to play a lot of
Sorry.
Call of Duty. Not so much anymore.
Mhm.
I, in fact, uninstalled Call of Duty today. Modern Warfare 2019. That's the only one I really own.
I think I have Warzone, but I didn't play it.
I played Warzone for a little bit. Uh, and one of my favorite story games, I would have to say, is Spider-Man for the PS4.
I
Uh,
wanted to play it, but because it looks really fun, but I just haven't gotten to it yet.
the biggest thing that disappoints me with Spider-Man for the PS4 is
Mhm.
that they release it for the PS4, costs around $50. They release it
Mhm.
for the, or I shouldn't say they release it, but they give an update for the PS5. It's the same price. It comes out on PC. It's suddenly $60. Where did this $10
That's
come
weird.
from?
I have no idea. I don't know much about games, but maybe it costs a little more money to make it into the PC port. That's my only
You
idea.
see,
I don't know much about like actual coding or anything.
the only thing that I might think would be the reason why it costs a little more on PC is for something like Steam, which takes 30% of the
Hmm.
cut of the price of the game. Uh, they're making less money because on like the PlayStation Store, Sony owns everything. So they own the storefront. They're already taking the 30% cut anyways, so it's just going straight to them either way. With Steam, it's not, the 30% isn't going to them, it's going to Valve. So that might be why it's $10 more. Shooter games, I haven't actually played many recently. Uh most of my
You've got.
games most of the games I played recently were VR games. So
Mm, I'm telling you, you've got to let someone like teach you how to play Valorant because I hated it at first, but then I learned how to play it and it actually is really fun once you learn like kind of. I don't know how to say it, but I like how to put it into words. But there's more of a strategic part to the game, and like you really have to work with your teammates. You can't go off by yourself and run away.
maybe I'll try it sometime. Okay, now for question number 2.
Here, I have one. What was the first game you ever played, Patrick?
Mario Kart Wii.
Probably same. Either that or like Just Dance Kids. Oh, I love Just Dance. It's one of my favorite games ever, actually.
You see, I was one of the very few people that bought a Wii U.
Really.
Yeah. So I still have all of my Wii games, and I just
Hmm.
use. I don't play many Wii U games. I just play Wii games off the Wii U at this point.
I have a Wii and it still works, but I
Well,
also have a
so does
Switch.
mine. My Wii is. Actually, I have two Wii's. Uh,
Really?
one is at my dad's house. It's still hooked up. We don't really play it that often though. Uh, the PS2 overshadows the Wii there, and the other Wii is in a cedar chest in the living room
Interesting.
because we did not know where to put it after getting the Wii U. Uh, we just shoved it in there and forgot about it. As far as I'm aware, it still works. Like nothing
Interesting.
happened to where it shouldn't work anymore. But I don't know.
So those things last forever. Like I still have my Wii and I still have a DS, but like if you were to make that now, it wouldn't last.
Yeah. Which DS did you have?
I'm not sure what it is. I could grab it. It's in my room. Hold on. It is a DS XL.
All
Oh, it
right.
has a game in it.
What
What is
game?
this? It's probably a Monster High game. How do I get it out? Oh.
Just push it in.
Yep. Monster High game. Oh, I used to love that game. It's dead right now though.
Mm. I had a rose gold DS Lite. I got it for free, which is why it was rose gold.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't think you'd buy rose gold.
The only game I actually went at, or there were two games I went out of my way to purchase for that DS.
Hmm.
Scribble Knots,
Never
and
heard of it.
you've never heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Really? It's a game made by Warner Brothers.
What is it about?
Uh, Quite a lot of things actually. You should look it up. Uh, it's not about one single thing at all.
What is it called?
Scribble Knots. I don't know how to spell it.
Oh, I see. I think. Scribblenauts Showdown? That's 2018. Oh, I think I've seen it before.
And the other game I went on my way to buy was Mario, New Super Mario Bros. DS.
I think we should talk about this new game that I keep hearing about called Lethal Company. I keep seeing lots of funny clips about it and people, like
I
hanging
want to
out
get
with
it.
friends
I want
and
to get
they're
it.
they're like modding it. I saw this one clip of this guy. He's just like singing, and then one of his friends is in front of him, and then just he goes flying, and then they start laughing. It's really funny. But I keep seeing people will also mod it, which honestly I don't fully know what this game is about. I hear that it's about like you're supposed to collect like scrap, and I don't know if you on the way like encounter monsters. But I saw this one clip where this person you could spectate the monster, and then this person was just walking towards it, and he goes yippee, and then he turns around and it's like another game character, and he scares him. He starts screaming and running away, and I think it would be like a good like I guess you could call it like a Friday night game night with your friends, or just any night really.
So, from my understanding, what the game's about, like you said that you don't know exactly what the game's about. From my understanding, it's you work for a company which has a quota you need to meet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need to collect scraps to meet the quota.
Mm-hmm.
How you do that is by going into a building with a bunch of different monsters, and that's how everything plays out pretty much.
Got it. So
you need
you literally do just collect scrap.
yeah, you collect scrap, take it back to a spaceship, and fly away to the next day. How much was Five Nights at Freddy's influential to your childhood?
Not at all. I did not watch it when I was younger. I was
Really?
more of a Fortnite kid and a Roblox. Well, I watched Roblox when I was really young. Then I got into Fortnite when I was 10 years old.
You see, Five
And I
Nights at
remember.
Freddy's came out 4 years before Fortnite, or Battle Royale. I need to clarify.
Okay.
So there was that little bit of leverage it got on me before Fortnite came around.
I knew about it, but I did not like scary stuff when I was younger, so that's probably why I didn't get into it. But
Oh no, it scared the heck out of me. I used to hate that I knew of its existence. But
yeah, my brother used to play it, and he used to scare my cousin with it.
yeah,
And it was funny. But yeah, I think Fortnite. Actually, I used to play Minecraft a lot when I was really, really young, and I played Sims.
like
That's what I played when I
how
was younger.
young? How young?
I played Minecraft. I had a laptop. I think it was when my brother always had like lots of computer parts, and he still does. Actually, the microphone I'm using right now is his, and the second monitor I'm using right now is also his. Because he doesn't use them anymore. And actually, my Switch is his, but now it's mine. So what was I saying? Sorry, I just got off track. Oh,
Minecraft.
so he always had like lots of I guess, extra electronics. So I think the laptop I was using was his, but he just didn't want it anymore because he also had another laptop. So I used to play Minecraft on it, and I remember I used to make skins. I don't know how I did that. He probably helped me. But then I also remember we used to play Lego Batman on his computer. It was really fun, I remember. Actually, now that I think about it, you said you played Call of Duty or downloaded it and didn't touch it. Which one?
Warzone. Or no, wait. Download and didn't touch it.
I don't know. You said you played Call of Duty.
I did play Call of Duty.
Okay.
I'm trying to think which game I didn't play, but I downloaded.
It doesn't matter as long as you played one because now I think about it, the only time I played one before my friend wanted me to play it like with him was when I played it with my brother when I was really younger. Or when I was really young. Not really younger is not a phrase. When I was really young. I don't know how old I was, but I remember my brother, I guess, he had his Xbox 360 and I think he just wanted someone to play with him.
Yeah. You see, I got into Minecraft. Like, I really wanted to play this game back in 2013, maybe. Back when Stampy was big.
Oh, I used to watch Stampy.
You see, I didn't have... Well, I mean, yeah, technically I had access to a computer, but neither of my parents were keen on buying games for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was until maybe, like... It would have been 2019 when I got a little, like, a really crappy laptop. I'm holding it up to the camera for those on the video. This is the shell for the laptop. The internals are no longer in it. The internals are right here in this tissue box. I don't know why it's in a tissue box, but that's what I had at the time. But it ran Minecraft at 3 frames per second. And that was my experience.
I don't really remember my old laptop. I just remember I had Sims 3 on it, and I was so excited to play it because I used to watch people play Sims all the time.
Yeah.
And then I got my PC because my brother just said, I want to build one for you. And my mom was like, okay, well, she'll need it eventually for schoolwork.
Yeah.
It's used for schoolwork, yes, but also used for games now.
Yeah. Is that computer what you use now? Or is
It
that...
is, but just upgraded over the years. It's the same. Like I have even the keyboard. My keyboard's the same.
Do you recall the specifications by chance?
I could only tell you my old graphics card. That's about it because I want to say third grade when he made my computer or
Dang.
built my computer because I remember I used to play Roblox on it and I don't remember. I don't know if it was in this big case. Case I have is the same as well. Yeah, it was in this case. I just remember my brother told me, I think it was an old HP computer, that he just put into this case with other components. And all I could tell you is my old graphics card because that I had for years and was not replaced. Like other things, I think I got a new motherboard. I'm not sure when, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But he replaced other things, just not just not the graphics card. And I got a new graphics card last year, so I went from a 1060 to a RTX 3060.
So you went from basically what I used to have, slightly above what I used to have, like last year, to something. You said 3060 is what you have now, to something that like ever so slightly below what I currently have.
What do you have?
It's an AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT.
See, I'm a GeForce person, and NVIDIA, I should say.
Yeah.
I guess I'm an NVIDIA person. I never had an AMD or a Radeon, whatever it's called.
Whatever.
I don't
It doesn't
know.
matter.
Potato.
Exactly.
I will say the only like other thing that I have that is the same is my keyboard. Because I mean, a lot of people complain about how loud it is, like on online games, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna replace it if it still works. If it were to break, I'm gonna replace it. But if I don't need to spend the money to get a different one, then why get a different one? It works.
I've really wanted to upgrade my keyboard for a very long time. Because allegedly it is the noisiest keyboard on the market.
Really?
Yeah.
What keyboard do you have?
It's a Razer
Uh-huh.
Chroma Black Widow or something like that. Hold on,
Really?
let me look.
Wait,
Yeah, okay. Razer Black Widow Chroma.
do you know what year by any chance? Is it rainbow or is it green?
This keyboard's from 2014.
Does yours sound like this? Can you hear that?
No, I can't.
Really?
Really?
Here, wait. Did I like ASMR real quick?
Sure. I'm really not hearing anything.
Okay, are we back? Are we back?
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
back.
my
I
mic,
can hear
my
you.
mic went out. I literally just pointed it downwards. Can you hear this?
Nope, not hearing anything.
Really?
Really?
Because it picks it up on games. So I don't know. Okay. What were we talking about?
We're talking about keyboards now.
It's related to gaming. Lots of people complain about mine. They think it's so loud. They're like, "Oh my God, why don't you get a new keyboard?" And I'm like, "Well, it works, so why should I get a new one? If it
Yeah.
broke, like,
My
I would get a
my
different one."
yeah, my up arrow key is broken. I don't know when
And
it
you need
happened.
a new one.
I need a new one. One key
You get a
doesn't
different
work.
one.
One key doesn't
No,
work.
but it's true. If you can't, well, like you said, for some reason that one game that you played, you couldn't bind, the up
The up
arrow,
arrow, yeah.
or unbind the up arrow and then bind whatever the action was to a different key. Then you need a different one.
But my question is, why should I replace a $130 keyboard that I got for free just because one key doesn't work?
That's true. I mean, but if more break, then you need a different one. I really don't use my arrow keys. I use my WASD.
Yeah, that's what I use most of the time too.
I don't have a game where I need to use the arrow keys.
Except for that one game. That's like the only one.
That's one game.
Duck Simulator.
Simulator.
I played 37 minutes of that game. I was mad when I couldn't beat it. The final boss too. How do you have a boss for a Duck Simulator? It would be funny if it was like a swan or something like that. A goose.
Different topic. We were just talking about keyboards for a while. Let's talk mouses. This is not a gaming. We're not on gaming topic anymore. We're talking about, I guess, gaming equipment.
Yeah.
How about a mouse? What is your mouse like?
It's a red dragon of some kind. I don't remember the specifics about it.
Does it have side buttons?
Yeah, it's got two side buttons.
Nice.
The only reason I got
See,
it was because at the time I had a little tiny wireless mouse. It was way too
Me
small for my
too.
hands. It was way too small for my hands. I had to get a bigger one.
I mean, mine fit my hands, but it stopped working, kind of. Like it. I don't know what exactly was wrong with it. It was delayed and the click button wouldn't work all the time.
I'm going to
The
go
click
grab
button.
something. So I still have the box that the mouse came in. I thought maybe it would have some identifying things in it. It's completely empty.
Oh.
Maybe not. I guess it's over here now. I'm not going to put it back. You see, I keep a box for everything I get or buy. Like, I don't want to change the topic from mouse, but I have a Quest 2. And I buy a whole bunch of accessories for that thing. I got a extender plus a thing that allows you to let go of the controller and it would stay on your hand. Goes on like this for the people looking through the camera. Guess that's one way to put it. You pull a string, it tightens around your hand and you can let go of it. It also extends the length of the controller. I still have the box for that. What do you ask?
I mean, I was talking about how I also had like I was like big enough for me, but I also had a crappy like wireless mouse. And I had to get a new one. Now I have a mouse with two side buttons because I wasn't sure if I would like the side buttons or not, and now I wish I got more.
Yeah, that is one thing I wish I got more of.
What is one of your favorite games and why?
That is a really tough question.
How so?
Okay, so as someone with 54 games on my Steam account, That is a really tough question. Not to mention, I also own a
Mm-hmm.
PS4, a Switch, a Wii, and a Wii U. Technically, I play a little bit of my dad's PS2, mostly for Guitar
Mm-hmm.
Hero. That's a lot of games that's available to me.
That is a lot of games.
My favorite game, my favorite game on PC is probably Half-Life 2.
I've heard of it. I never played it.
That's something that you really should play. If not, it would be Portal 2. My favorite VR game.
Mhm.
Like, we're counting VR as separate things, or at least I am, just for the sake of this.
You don't have to. I mean, do what you want. Could be just favorite game overall, but if you can't choose one.
Yeah, that's really tough. Favorite game probably would be Half-Life Alyx. A lot of Half-Life. Favorite game on the PlayStation would be Spider-Man. That's a consistent.
It seems fun.
I don't really have a favorite game for the Switch. The most I play, like the game that I have the most time in, is Mario Kart.
I recently got a Switch, so now I need to get games for it, and I wanted to get Just Dance. I love Just Dance.
I have not played Just Dance on the Switch.
I love Just Dance.
You see, you have too much time when you 100% Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the on the Switch.
There's a lot.
And or not even 100%, 200%. 100%ing the DLC. Like, I need to do something with my life. What is your favorite game?
That is a hard decision. Let me see. I need to look. Well, I mean, I like VR chat, but recently there's not been, and it hasn't been as fun. So, I think it's one of my favorite games though. I'd have to say definitely Valorant. I've been playing it a lot more, and when I play with friends, it's fun, but I need to get better at it. Well, definitely the Mortal Kombat games are some of my favorite games. I don't know if I have a specific Mortal Kombat that's my favorite game because I got introduced to it when 11 was out, and then I was there for the release of 1, which is the newest one.
I was introduced to it when 11 came out, so.
But then I also was introduced to Resident Evil, also a really good gaming franchise.
Yeah.
These are all story games as well.
Yeah.
And I also really like Final Fantasy VII, which I heard about from my cousin. Well, I say 7 because that's the only one I have, but I want to play other games. And those are fun. They're unique. And then I think I'd have to say my favorite story game, though, is Detroit Become Human.
Yeah. I prefer story games over, excuse me, most other types of games. I'm not necessarily one for social games or socializing at all. Yeah, I really don't like many social games. The only one that I really play at this point is VR chat